Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the live sessions, the GD Thyself with Jiv the Chief. My name is Rajiv, and I'll be guiding the spirit sessions. Today, I brought a couple of friends with me, and these friends will share with you their spiritual practices. I'm going to interview them and just pick their brain on how they feel and what they do for themselves to live their spirituality. But before we do that, I want to tell you a story. So, I come from an Indian background, and the Hindu mythology has a lot of very beautiful spiritual stories that I'd like to share with you today. So, the story goes one day, there was the deity, the god Shiva, and Shiva was meditating on the mountaintops. And as he was meditating, he was sunken deep into thought. The snow started trickling down from the skies, and he was immovable. His concentration was so optimal that nobody could move him. As he was meditating, demons arose. 6 demons came closer and closer, trying to kill Shiva. But the closer they came, the more silent Shiva became. So what happened is that the demons came so close to his face that they were ready to hack his face open. Another demon was ready to rip off his head. Another demon was ready to pull off his legs. But at that final moment, his third eye opened up. And as the third eye opened up, a beam of light came out of it, destroying all the demons to piles of ash. And this way, he saved himself. So the story is about the god Shiva doing amazing penance, doing deep concentration, and people might listen to it and think that's quite funny. I mean, why does somebody have a third eye? I mean, people don't have 3 eyes, right? Well, it's more the moral of the story behind it. What is the lesson that we can learn from this? So the third eye actually is not a real eye between the eyes. It stands for introspection. The moment that Shiva is in his deep meditation and the third eye opens up, it means he is searching, viewing himself. Who am I? What am I doing? Who do I want to be? The 6 demons that arise, they stand for anger, lust, jealousy. All the bad things that you can see in yourself, they arise the moment that you do introspection. And by just sitting still and observing, by just looking at these demons for what they are without judging them, they get burned. So interesting. I mean, for me, this is one of the stories that really caught my attention, and this is what I want to share with you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go to my first guest, and it's not a coincidence that he's also sitting in deep meditation. It's Robin. Robin, welcome.
Thank you.
So glad to have you here. Robin is a very good friend of mine that I've known you for a couple of years now. And in the years that we have met, you are somebody that has a lot of interest also in spiritual development with the body and the mind. Maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit to the people at home.
Hi, my name is Robin. I'm a holistic life coach and personal trainer. And I like to find for myself the combination of body and spirit, how it works together and how I can use it for my own benefit, and how I can benefit the world with these insights that I get from discovering these movements.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so and today we're gonna do also a small interactive workshop with you guys at home can follow. But before we do the interactive workshop, I just have some questions because we're going to be focusing on breath and posture. This is the specific topics that I'm really interested in. Can you tell us why it is so important to be aware of breath and the flow of breath and what it can do for you?
You can use breath for different purposes, right? If you need a lot of energy, you can breathe more intensely. If you want more rest, if you want to calm your heartbeat down, you can breathe more slower, more deeply. So you can use breath as a tool in your daily life. And for
Right.
most people, they don't use it as a tool, they use it automatically. They just follow the breath instead of you can manipulate the breath.
Yeah, right, because most of the time I'm not conscious of my breath. What is one of the main issues that you see with people having a wrong use of their breath? What is what you...
And when you are in
Observe.
a stress mode, for example, then you can sense by yourself that you're breathing more through the chest,
Right.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, here.
it's more stress. Even if you're in a fight or flight situation, you need more adrenaline, you need more blood pump, so you're breathing more to the chest.
Right.
So maybe this stress factor is unconsciously, right?
Mhm.
So you can manipulate it. You can manipulate your body to become in a more clear state by breathing through the belly.
Right.
So if you sense by yourself, hey, I'm breathing too much through the chest, let me just manipulate my breath, and you become more calm.
Right. It's very interesting that you're talking about manipulating the body,
Yeah.
and this is where we go to posture. So what would be like a good posture to have an optimum breath control? Could you describe that?
Yes, the optimal posture for your daily life, for if you're sitting, if you're laying down, even also, is a straight spine.
Right.
That's the basic, the
Yeah,
straight spine.
because I'm slouching all the time, man.
Yeah, if it's
This is my posture.
Yes, a lot of people, it's a posture. Maybe it's because of the school system that you have to sit for so many hours in a school bench. You sit like
Right.
this, like lazy, you know.
Yeah.
Then, you know, it's a weak posture. You get weaker. But yes, a straight spine, so your spine can rest on itself.
Mm-hmm.
It can rest on itself.
Right.
But if you're used to sit like this a lot of the time, then the muscles in the front may be overdeveloped and your muscles in the back may be weak.
Yeah.
So you need to do some practice to make sure that you can sit like this stable for hours without getting cramps or such things.
Yeah, it can be quite tiring for the people at home behind the computer desk with,
Yeah.
with, you know, maybe they don't have the right chair, maybe they've been working behind the desk for hours, that you slouch like
Yes.
automatically.
Yes?
So maybe we can do something
Yeah.
to practice this,
Okay, yes, sure.
because you've prepared something for us, for the people at home.
Yeah, we can do some
Yeah.
movements. That's cool. So if you look at the Buddha images at home, then you always see Buddha sitting in a half lotus or full lotus. What is
Right.
the full lotus? The full lotus is that you put your feet on top of your other feet.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, in this position, you can get a straight spine and sit comfortably for...
So my knees are not touching my feet.
So yeah,
Is
so
that a
then you
problem?
can choose to do a half lotus. If it's too much, if
Right.
it's also too much,
I can
then you
manage.
can just cross your legs like this, or even put your feet in front of the mat. Put
Okay.
your feet a bit lower, then it's easier to put your...
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it's more relaxed, but you have no cushion under your feet.
Well, it's okay.
But okay. So now you have to try to make your spine as straight as possible.
Right, like this.
Okay, so your chin a bit inside. Okay, and your shoulders,
Mhm.
put them a bit to the back and a bit down.
Right.
Okay, now imagine that the crown get lifted up and your tailbone get like pulled down into the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
And the people at home can do this on their chairs
You can do it on a chair
without
also,
the lotus?
Without the lotus.
Okay, cool.
It's all about the spine. We sit on the ground, so we have to find a way how to put our feet.
Right.
But the spine is the core,
Mhm.
right? Okay, from this position, you can just already feel how you're already enlonged, how you're longer in the spine.
I feel my lower back going goof, 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 goof.
Okay,
But it's good. It's not a bad thing.
okay. And now, if you want to keep that posture, then you can manipulate your breath by only breathing to your belly.
Right.
So when you breathe in, your belly goes out. When you breathe out, your belly goes in.
And then do we use the nose or the mouth?
I suggest if you don't have a cold, if you don't have corona, then then breathe through the nose.
Okay. Well, I don't have that.
So if you want to meditate, then you can choose to focus on one point, so you won't get distracted too much, or you can close your eyes. Different ways, but just as you said with the Shiva story, just about observation, right? So you
Right.
learn to come in contact with the observant part of yourself.
Right.
So you can distance yourself easily from thoughts, from feelings, from every situations. And if you don't give the situations, if you don't feed them with thoughts, with emotions, they will starve and they will go away. So
Right.
it will become more open space, more clear. And eventually you can enjoy meditation instead of being it a very strict, hardcore practice.
Nice.
You can enjoy it, you can recover, you can reload yourself
So-
just by taking distance from everything that's going
Yeah.
on in the world.
So do you have maybe one exercise where we can do the breath control?
Yes, we can do the breath
Yeah.
control, but first I'll do a slight movement because you feel it in your lower back, right? So we need to open up the lower back a bit more, so that mobility in your lower back get more wide, so you can sit easily more in the neutral pose. So let's do some movements in this posture. Okay, let's put our hands in front of us. Now when we breathe out, we walk to the front and we put our chest lower. Let's go a bit to the front. And just feel your lower back. Now you just observe your lower back, the pain in your lower back, okay? And out, go a bit low. Do you feel your lower back now more intense? Yes? Okay. Now close your eyes and focus on the sensation in your lower back as clear as possible. Don't try to react to it, only feel it as clear as possible. Okay, let's come back slowly. Let's come back, make a straight spine again. Okay, maybe now your lower back feels a bit more comfortable.
It does.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
another movement to take the stress away of your lower back. You put your left hand on your left knee, your right hand in the back, and you stretch out your left elbow. And the idea is that you go with your left shoulder towards your right knee.
Okay.
So when you breathe out, go a bit to the front. When you stop breathing out, you stop moving. In, out, go closer with your shoulder to your knee. In, out, one more time. Hold it, 5, and observe the sensations in your lower back. And come back. Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
Let's do the other side. Okay, so your right shoulder towards your left knee. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. One more time. In, out, and hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Okay, let's do another movement. Let's do a twist in the spine. Now use your left hand, put on your right knee. Your right hand in the back. Straight spine, so make sure you like pull up from the crown and from your tailbone down. And when you breathe out, just twist your spine and you pull your knee a bit. Just pull your knee. Good. Other side. Just twist. Hands, right hand. That's good. Observe. No stress. Just twist. You can pull a bit more on your knee so you get a deeper spine rotation. Okay. And now back to the middle again.
Nice.
So maybe now you already feel more open up in the lower back, so you can sit now already in this posture for a longer time. Yeah,
Yeah, it feels really nice.
yeah, and you can do the same with your legs. There are a lot of movements you can do with your legs, but let's keep the focus now on our spine. So
Right.
once again, make the spine as long as possible, crown up, shoulders a bit to the back, a bit down, and just breathe to your belly. And now a different variation, try to open your eyes and just look at one little stone in the sand. Just choose one stone and keep looking at the same stone for 5 breaths. Okay, perfect. I already sense that you're more calm now, so that's beautiful. So yes, I think this was some short movements to help you to get in this posture more easy.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much. I hope you guys at home were able to join us. So let's go to the people behind the Zoom. Maybe there are some questions, and if they're not, then we're gonna go on with the next one. But if there are any questions, then we can. No,
No
it
questions.
doesn't seem. Yeah. So they all got it figured it out. So. I want to ask you to, because you are a very special mover, somebody who has a lot of control over the body, and you also use it in an artistic way. And to me, it's like very inspiring to see you move. So I would like to invite you to show the people at home a little bit of, to give us a small demonstration on your
Sure.
on your movements.
Yes, I will be happy
Yeah?
to do that. Yes.
Thanks so much. So I'll just get your mic from you. We're gonna clear the space a little bit. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Perfect. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. This was the session with Robin. I hope you guys at home have some pointers now on how to do the breath control and how you can open up your lower back. If people want to get some more information, I mean, the mic is not on your head. Where can they follow or see some more
Just go
information?
to Google and search for Castillo movement.
Right.
Castillo movement, that's a castle in Spanish. So if you don't know how to spell it, go to Google Translate, castle in Spanish, movement. Okay.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Ruben.